You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves. And the world is not prepared. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
What the sitch, everyone? This is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Can Possible Fan 2001. And if you What the sitch, everyone? This is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Can Possible Fan 2001. And if you a member of this YouTube channel for the very first time, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button and check out my video and share it to everyone for all ages. Anyway, so we're going to talk about my thought on this year, D23. This has to be one of the best years for D23, and this is absolutely way better than the 2023 Disney. It's not because of the movie. I enjoy the movies, well, except Peter Pan and Wendy, but that's a different story. But anyway, 2023, it has to be one of the worst years for Disney. It's not because of the movies. It's because of how the fan and the audience and the family and the critic is being too hard on Disney. It will flop at the box office, like including Wish, Indiana Jones 5, and some of the MCU projects like the Marvel and all that, good. But yeah, I feel bad for Disney back in last year, which that was a terrible way to celebrate a 100 years of the magical world of Disney. Which, yeah, I love Disney. I mean, I've been a fan of Disney since I was a baby, which, yeah, Disney is a magical world of the animation studio. Without this studio, we won't never have Pixar, Illumination, DreamWorks, Blue Sky. Well, Blue Sky have passed away, but I don't say that's a different story for the meantime. For the meantime, we're going to talk about my thought on this year, D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. They go all the way to 9th, 10, and all the way to this tomorrow, which is 11. Which is 10 in my area, and tomorrow will be 11. So 11, it will be the last day for it. So yeah, and honestly, guys, enough further ado. Let's talk about this magical world of Disney. So first thing we're going to talk about, which is none other than the trailer, and then we're going to talk about the project at the end of the video. And Frozen 3 will be the last, so stay tuned. Anyway, let's get this magical video started, shall we? It's Mickey time. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to talk about my thought on the official trailer for the movie called Moana 2. Yeah, I am very excited for Moana 2. The story sounds similar like Frozen 2 because I'm part of this film have the same concept like Frozen 2, which I like every Disney film to be like Frozen 2 or even Wish, but most definitely Frozen 2. But Frozen 2 is my favorite Disney sequel ever since, I don't know, like A Lion King 2, Simba's Prime. Anyway, guys, so Moana 2, it looks absolutely exciting to see, and this film will be a fantastic end of me going to see this film in theaters, and this is going to be the fantastic year to end of 2024. But not until we got my fun stuff, The Lion King, which I'm going to get that in a minute. But anyway, guys, and Moana in this version, she looks absolutely attractive, and she is even attractive just like in the first film. The first film animation back in 8 years ago, it looks kind of outdated, but the character design do not ruin it. But Moana, she has some great makeover. She got a new hairstyle. It looked exactly the same, but now she turned into a new version of Moana. And we got Maui, voiced by The Rock, which I gotta be honest here, which I'm seriously thinking that Maui will be a funny character just like the first film. And thank God we are going to have a pig to join us. Yeah, pig right here. He was barely in the first film. He was in the first film, but he got a little screen time. Thanks for that chicken. But anyway, and of course, we got chicken in the movie. Of course, yeah. Anyway, and honestly, of course, we have the scene of the end of the trailer when Moana say, "Bring it on," and that arrow was go right to her back, and of course, land on her butt. And thank God she did not use that line from Maui. or else it would be funny. It would be the most funniest scene from this film, which I'm seriously thinking she's gonna be might saying that for the sequel. But anyway, Moana 2 is my most anticipated movie of the year next to Joker 2. Even I'm looking forward to Joker 2, even I have a weird fact that our film is a musical movie, which I have never seen a What It All film have a musical movie before. But honestly, I am looking forward for I'm very excited for Moana 2 more than Joker 2 and more than Transformers 1. Yeah, Transformers 1 looks awesome, but this film will be way better than than Mufasa the Lion King. Which, yeah, I really hope this film will be a fantastic end of 2024 of Disney, but not until we got Mufasa the Lion King. So that's my thought on the trailer of Moana 2. Cannot wait to see Maui come back for the next adventures. And Moana, love you, girl. So we're gonna talk about my thought on the trailer called Skeleton Crew. Not trying to be funny and all, but it's just me, or it's just the show is trying to be like the Goonie meet Back in the Future. But I gotta be honest here, I definitely agree with some of the fan base. I kind of get sick and tired of seeing the Star Wars shows, which having the Star Wars show is not a good idea. You just completely retcon everything. So let's hope the show will be a much better improvement of what we got back in this summer, which is not in the Acolyte. I am not watching the Acolyte. After I heard so many bad things about it, I refuse to watch that donkey crap. It's not because of the female character, it's not because of woke, it's because of the fact that it's from the same creator who is Harvest Rising. A sensate. Don't want to talk about that. Yeah, he's a disgusting man. But anyway, honestly guys, the visual looks pretty awesome. Like all the Star Wars movie has some cool visual. Well, not for the Rise of Skywalker. Honestly, that's a different story. And not for Attack of the Clone. Which, yeah. Anyway, and the characters so far looks pretty interesting. So let's hope Kathleen Kennedy would not ruin the show like having a main female characters. We have enough with these Star Wars shows has a bunch of female characters. I like female characters, but Kathleen Kennedy is not a right person to do a female character development. That's not how you do it, you dumb idiot. But anyway, guys, that was my thought on the Skeleton Crew. Cannot wait. Honestly, guys, I'm literally excited, but I am so nervous that Kathleen Kennedy is going to ruin it. Which, this show is coming out on December 3rd, so cannot wait to see it. It's coming out before my brother Chris' birthday. So, honestly, guys, we'll see. All I gotta say, but we'll see this show will not be disappointing. Kathleen Kennedy, I count on you. Do not disappoint me, or else I'm gonna be done with Star Wars. So anyway, now we're gonna talk about a Marvel trailer. Not Daredevil Born Again and definitely not Ironheart. We're going to talk about the Agatha All Along. Oh my goodness, I love that song. That song is my jam. But anyway, if you haven't seen WandaVision, I highly recommend you watch the WandaVision and then you can watch this show. This show is a huge follow-up of WandaVision. And even as a solo project of this villain from WandaVision. If you haven't seen the final episodes of WandaVision, do not watch this trailer. Do not watch this trailer if you're first time of seeing WandaVision. WandaVision is a underrated show. I don't understand why the final episodes got hate. And I won't mind WandaVision would not get a season 2, which honestly is perfect as season 1 what it is. So yeah, they end the story perfect way. But not until Doctor Strange 2 kind of ruined it. But honestly that's not the point. The point is, this trailer looks absolutely amazing. Cannot wait to see it on the Halloween season. And stay tuned for this review on Halloween Review Week. Yeah, seeing a Marvel shows will be like in my Halloween Review Week since the werewolf shows, that special that we got back in 2022. Yeah, I got something to say about that. But anyway, so Agatha All Along, it looks absolutely pretty good. The visual looks pretty amazing. And the characters, so far, it looks pretty interesting. Like the main character, Acolyte herself, she would be a lot better than WandaVision, to be honest. And this show might be even better than WandaVision. I really hope Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch, will be in the show. I'm seriously thinking she will be in the show, which is a follow-up to WandaVision. So let's hope this show will have WandaVision, will have Wanda as a character in this film. So let's hope so. And this show is coming out on this show is coming out on September 18. Yeah, it's coming out before my birthday. This is going to be the best birthday present I am ever gonna get for Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige, you're awesome, man. You're awesome. So honestly, guys, I don't have a problem that we got the trailer before Daredevil Born Again. Cannot wait to see a trailer for Daredevil Born Again. It looks absolutely amazing. So cannot wait to see it. Honestly, I really hope that show is TVMA. So I'm seriously thinking this show is going to be TV14, but after that, they're going to do a bunch of the TVMA, like Marvel Zombie and all that. Got it good. Anyway, guys, that was my thought on the Agatha All Along trailer. Cannot wait to see it. And this is going to be the best thing that come out on September. But we'll see. Honestly, guys, the Wire Robot is my most anticipated September movie. Next to Transformers 1. But this is going to be one of my most anticipated shows of the year. Cannot wait to see it. So, do not disappoint me, though, Akira. Do not disappoint me. So, we got a first look of the new trailer called Snow White Remake. The one movie that got controversial over again, and I don't want to talk about it. So, let's talk about the trailer instead. Anyway. So do you remember when Rachel Zegler said that she is not letting this film to be a source material of the original film? Well, I honestly that turned out alright. She was just messing with you people. I don't understand why people are just making it as a too seriously and trying to make it as a criminal mind nonsense. Stop acting like criminal mind. You're not criminal mind. You're not NCIS, you idiot. Anyway, guys, so my thought on the new trailer of Snow White. I gotta say, but it looks fine. It looks alright. Honestly, guys, at least I got my goal, which was Ingrid, not Snow White. At least I got my goal of Gal Gadot is going to be as Evil Queen. I do not want to see her older version. Please don't. Anyway, and even the dwarf looks absolutely horrendous and made by AI for crying out loud. And even the music, it looked exactly the sound. It looked exactly alike, just like in the original film. And honestly, guys, I'm not saying this film be a masterpiece. Honestly, I'm not saying this film is not going to be as good as the Walt Disney animated feature ever. But I gotta be honest here, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs will be much better than Snow White Remake. But I gotta be honest here, I am more looking forward for Thunderbolt, Zootopia 2, and of course, Searching for Squarepants are much better than Snow White. I cannot believe I said that. Honestly, I cannot believe I said I'm looking forward for Searching for Squarepants more than this. So, yeah. Honestly, you could call me SpongeBob fanboy or whatever you want, but just because of that doesn't mean I'm going to change my opinion on SpongeBob 1 and definitely not Saving Bikini Bottom. Yeah, screw it. But anyway, guys, so not bad at all. The visual did not work how it has. And I gotta say, but Rachel Zegler, honestly, I'm probably the story when you're not gonna have plans to save. She is going to do a soap material of that. So let's hope she eat the poison apple and do that and have a plans to kiss her and happy ever after. That's what it is. I do not want to see this film to be like a 2-hour film. That is enough. But anyway, at least this trailer is way better than the next one we're going to talk about. And speaking of that, okay, let's get my voice ready because it's going to be a lot of raging. Screw this trailer. Seriously, screw this trailer and the behind, and I am not seeing this film in theaters. So, I am doing a rant on Mufasa, the Lion King. This film is going to be an insult of the celebration of the 30th anniversary of the Lion King. It's bad enough that we got the Sandy Cheek movie is a terrible celebration of the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob on Netflix. But yeah, it's bad enough we got that. But why in the war and Neptune above that this film is going to be an insult of the celebration of the 30th anniversary? It's been 30 years of the Lion King. You should have given us some good Lion King content. But no, you're giving us this? You're giving us this? Over the budget? Honestly, I am so curious what the budget is going to be. The same thing with the Snow White remake, honestly. All that controversy that did nonsense. Honestly, I'm saying this right now. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to make more money than this and Crave the Hunter. I'm saying this right now. I'm seriously thinking that the Sonic movie 3, aka Sonic the Hedgehog 3, is going to make a lot more money than Mufasa the Lion King. I'm sorry Disney, I'm very sorry, but this film is unnecessary. Let's talk about my thought about it. It looks awful, it looks horrendous, it's kind of me I'm living a circle, instead of instead of living at the circle of life, it's kind of remind me it's kind of remind me I am living in the circle of poopiness. Ew, that's disgusting. But anyway, the story is sound generic, the character is not interesting, and the villain is generic. And here's a one part I absolutely did not like from this trailer. It has to be young Scar said, "Aw, I want a little." I really like to have a little brother. Oh my god, honestly, let's try again. Anyway, here's the worst scene of this. Of this trailer. Here's the scene when young Scar said, what's he said? Let's see. I'm trying to think for a second. Honestly, I'm not playing the Jeopardy music. I was just saying. But anyway, what is the worst scene of this trailer? It's bad enough that we got a CGI. What is the worst scene of this trailer? Oh yeah, it has to be young Scar said. I really like having a brother. Oh my god. This will be a huge retcon of what happened in the 1994 Lion King. Do you not even know that Scar killed his brother? Just like in the first film when Scar said, "Longs with the king." Longs with the king. Honestly, it's a lot better than the 2019 version of Scar. Say, "Long live the king," dude. That is not Scar. That is literally like that is a character from Doctor Strange. Done bad. But anyway, so they are seriously going to retcon of what happened from the first Lion King, and now they are going to make young Scar to like young Mufasa. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking that they are not following the source material of what happened from the Lion God and even the comic that came out. So yeah. Anyway, this film looks absolutely horrendous. I am definitely not seeing this film. I'm gonna see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 instead of this. But anyway, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I'm part of this film. It's gonna be one of the worst movie of the year. I'm saying this right now. I do not care if I'm gonna get a huge fast crash, but I gotta say, but if you're still paying your money, it's kind of remind me. Honestly, guys, just like what I just said in my Borderland video I did, stop spending your money for bad movies. Spending your money for good film. Have you not learned your lesson by me? Anyway, guys, have you not learned your lesson? If you watch my video about Borderland and I say the same thing, stop giving your Disney money for bad movie. It's your fault that you're making this movie fall because you're continuing to spend your money for bad film. Just save your money to go see Moana 2. Yeah, honestly, that exactly I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save my money for Joker 2. I'm gonna save my money for Transformers 1. I'm gonna save my money for Moana 2, and I am definitely gonna save my money for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And honestly, I'm seriously thinking that Mufasa the Lion King and Crave the Hunter is gonna be the two worst way to end of 2024 movie. Yeah, anyway, honestly, guys, that was my rant on Mufasa the Lion King. I'm very sorry. I just took it. Honestly, I just take it way to the extreme. I'm very sorry. I judged it based on the cover, but the trailer did not lie. The trailer sounds awful, and the CGI of young Scar and young Simba. Let's get to the project before I get vomit of the terrible CGI of young Mufasa and young Scar. Yeah, screw the trailer. So that's enough talking about the trailer. Let's talk about some first look of the announcement that we got at D23. James Cameron had announced a new Avatar 3 film called Avatars: Fire and Ashes. Guys, I completely understand why some of the haters are not looking forward for this film, including Luigi Magic Gaming, which he is not looking forward to this. He did not like the Avatar film. He is saying this like it's a Megamind ripoff, which honestly I already know it's in the past now, which I'm saying this right now. Avatar movie are not ripoff to Megamind. Just because they have a blue people, that doesn't mean it's a ripoff to Megamind. But anyway, Avatar: Fire and Ashes, I do like that title. And what's up, this film be a 4-hour. And honestly, and the concept art that we got for this film, it looks pretty interesting, honestly. And this film's coming out on the next holiday season from next year. Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it in 3D with Marcus. Cannot wait to see it. Let's hope Marcus would take me to see it. Just like he did with The Way to Water, which is a very long film that's had to be one of the second 3-hour film I ever saw in theaters since the Avengers Endgame. So let's hope this film will be a 4-hour film next to the Snyder Cut, aka Zack Snyder Justice League from HBO Max, to be honest. So Avatar 3: Fire and Ashes, my most anticipated movie, December of 2025. Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. It's my third most anticipated movie from next year, behind was Zootopia 2 and Thunderbolt. So we got a first look for the movie called Freaky Friday. Well, honestly, we're originally called Freaky Friday. Well, honestly, guys, we're gonna call it Freaky Fridays. Honestly, even I enjoy the movie. The Freaky Friday that came out 21 years ago, it came out in 2003. Yeah, I enjoy that film. I am the only fan. I absolutely enjoy Freaky Friday. It's a really funny switching body movie, and now we are getting a sequel. Seriously, 21 years ago, we got a first film that came out 21 years ago. 21 years later, and now they're making a sequel. This has to be one of the most unnecessary sequels that we got from D23. It's bad enough that we got Toy Story 5. Why in the frick that we are getting a Freako Friday 2? Yeah, I'm seriously thinking this film is... Honestly, I'm seriously thinking that this film will be unnecessary. It's going to be the same old bullcrap, just like in the first film. I enjoyed the first film. That's fine. But just because I enjoyed the first film, that doesn't mean this film will become a franchise. Why in the world that every movie trying to be like a franchise? Honestly, guys, I am so glad that Jamie Cartner, no people, she's not awoke. Stop saying that term. It's annoying. It's annoying as crap. Anyway, guys, I am so happy that Jamie Cartner and the actress from Mean Girls is returning to apply the role as the character as a mother and daughter, which I gotta say, but I cannot wait to see more of the concept. Cannot wait to see the trailer of it. But you know what Jane Puzzle say? You can't judge it based on the cover. So you can't judge it based on the cover, and let's hope this film will be a lot better than the first film. But still, I'm seriously thinking this film is unnecessary, but I am very shocking and speechless that freaking Minion Studio and even Harry Thomas Picture didn't even talk about this, which I am the only one to talk about this. So yeah, anyway, cannot wait to see it, cannot wait, but at the same time, yeah, it's for the best they could just stick with the first film and stop making every film to be like a franchise. Not every film had to be like a franchise, you know? Anyway, guys, that was my thought on the first look of the new title called Freako Fridays, which is a pretty awesome title, by the way. And then we got a huge announcement for the Incredibles fanboy and fangirls. We got an announcement for the Incredibles 3. Okay, hallelujah. I am so happy that we are getting the Incredibles 3. I really hope the goodness that the Incredibles 3 is going to be the final conclusion of the Incredibles. But honestly, I'm not trying to bash their age, but the actor who's the voice of Mr. Incredible, he's 80 years old now. He's 80 years old. He's an old man. And yeah, honestly, guys, he's 81. He's 80s now. He's an old man. And I have no idea if he's going to play these characters. And like seriously, celebrity can play every single characters. But this film is a huge follow-up to the sequel that came out like 6 years ago. 6 years later, I'm probably going to get all these days. So let's hope Violet, Jack, and Jack, and Dash will be grown up. That will be amazing. I was just saying. Anyway, guys, cannot wait to see it. Bollywood is coming back. The same guy who brought you the Incredibles movies, Ratatouille, and of course the most underrated film of 1999, since I don't know, like Emma and the Grassland, which is another The Iron Giant. I like The Iron Giant. In the box, though, I better be ashamed of yourself when you bomb that masterpiece. Sorry, guys, cannot wait to see The Incredibles 3, but we haven't got a full detail of what the story is going to be, what the animation is going to be. Probably the animation is going to be like the sequel. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's my thought on the huge announcement for The Incredibles 3. And now we're going to get the complete opposite. It's good enough that we got The Incredibles 3. We got a full detail to one of my second least anticipated movie of 2026 behind with Moana live action remake is Toy Story 5. Oh god, the first look that we got, it looks horrendous. I got so many problems about it. First of all, why in the frick that Woody is back with the toy? I thought he got separated from the toys because he wanted to be with Bo Peep because Woody was having the worst day because Bonnie is not playing with Woody. People, I'm not talking about Bonnie. Honestly, I'm not talking about Bonnie, which is a bratty character from Kim Possible. No, I'm talking about Bonnie, which is a character that she played with the toy. I'm not talking about the same girl that she installed Kim Possible every single episode, which is really annoying. But anyway, guys, I'm talking about this version of Bonnie right here. Honestly, guys, and the second part, honestly, I don't understand why they are retconning the ending of Toy Story 4. Well, thank you, Pixar. Thank you so much for wasting my time to see that film on the opening day on daily basis. Let's talk about the story. So far, the story is all about toys is going after the Redtronic and trying to get trying to take a Redtronic away just in case it will overshadow it. You have got to be kidding me right now. This movie is going to be a huge knockoff version of the mature version of Machine. I do not want to see a Toy Story 5 to be like the mature version of Machine. And I am seriously worried. I am seriously thinking that they're going to shove that matches in the people's door. They're going to say this. And honestly, I'm going to stand up and do this. Oh my goodness, the Redtronic is bad. You made to take away kids' Redtronic. Mom is right. The Redtronic is bad. Man, that was very funny. Yeah, I am seriously thinking they're gonna shove that Redtronic taken away matches in the people's throat. Even I like Andrew, the same director who brought you Wall-E and Finding Nemo. Just because of that doesn't mean he's gonna make this film a masterpiece. Yet I will not save this film at all. And of course, we got the villain reveal, which of course we're gonna have an army of Buzz Lightyear. I don't want to remember of the twist villain of Lightyear. Please do not give me a flashback of that. And I am really worried that would be even worse than the twist villain of Lightyear. Which, yeah, I gotta say, but the full details that we got for Toy Story 5 so far, it sounds awful. It sounds like a knockoff version of the mature version of Machine. And the messages about taking kids' Redtronic away because they are not playing with the toys, which I completely understand. Being on your Redtronic is not that healthy, honestly. But there was no need to shove that message in the people's throat, honestly. And honestly, in the first look that we got that have all the toys and have Bonnie have a blanket hiding her while she on her Redtronic. Ooh, Facebook. Ooh, Snapchat. Oh, Facebook. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Let's hope they will not do a pop culture reference. Let's hope this film will not have a reference of Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. No one wants to see that, you know? Nobody wants to see it for a Toy Story film, honestly. Honestly, guys, I'm seriously thinking right now, but I am looking forward for a 2026 movie. I'm seriously thinking that I'm looking forward for the Avengers Doomsday featuring Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom more than Toy Story 5. Yeah. Screw Toy Story 5 so far. The story sounds awful. It looks like a huge knockoff version of the mature version Machine, which I'm just saying. And having an army of Buzz Lightyear as a villain. Let's move on before I get triggered. Anyway, that was my thought on the first look of Toy Story 5. I am not looking forward to that. I'm really dreading to see it. And if I see that matches shoving in people's throat one more freaking time, I'm going to be done with the Pixar film. I'm going to be done with the Toy Story film. I have had it with this Pixar nonsense, and I have had it with this Toy Story nonsense. Bad enough that we got Lightyear, and now it can show that Pixar is trying their best to retcon. And speaking of retcon, I heard a bunch of rumor that they are gonna make Indy to play with his toy again. Great job by inserting one of the best ending of 2010 next to the ending of Tango. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on before I get triggered about this. So let's not talk about that nonsense. Yeah, that Toy Story 5's first look, it was horrendous. Anyway, guys, so now we're going to talk about some good stuff. So we got a first look of the new movie called Hopper. People, I'm not talking about Hopper, A Bug's Life, voiced by Kevin Spacey. No, I'm talking about Hopper, which is a hamster played by John Hamm. John Hamm. Honestly, if you don't know what John Hamm is, kids, John Hamm is an actor that he was in those SpongeBob episodes when he's telling Mr. Krabs to sell his frozen Krabby Patties. So, honestly, guys, he's a billionaire, you ask me. Anyway, guys, and not just SpongeBob, he was in Shrek Forever After. He was in Shrek Forever After. He was in Mad Men. He was in the one show that have on Apple TV Plus, and he was in Baby Driver, and of course, one of the best characters that he in for movie industry, which is in his character from Top Gun Maverick. I do like this character for Top Gun Maverick, and yeah, sure, I do like his character in Baby Driver as a main villain, but his character in Top Gun Maverick is a masterpiece. But anyway, Hopper, it looks honestly, guys, I am so glad that that Pixar is decided to make more original film like this. Anyway, I am so glad that they are making an original film like this. Anyway, guys, part of this film is going to be about Hopper, which is a hamster, is doing something at the laboratory, which that would be amazing. Honestly, it would be a cute family film to watch, honestly, and I won't mind this film be PG-13. So, honestly, guys, every Pixar film have to be a mature audience. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, and I'm not talking about the one Pixar film that's going to be released next show. I'm just talking about this. But anyway, that first look looks really amazing. And honestly, guys, and if this film be stop motion, it's going to be a very first Pixar film to have stop motion animation. That would be amazing. So we got a first look of the new look for Stitch for the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch. I gotta be honest here, I do not care if I'm gonna get hate by it, which I gotta say, it looks cute. It looks cute, but at the same time, it looks terrible. Like the eyes do not work as a live action form. Like having a black eye, honestly, it looks cool in the animated movies, but not in the live action. But honestly, I do really like the fact that Stitch was really hacking that D23. Guys, I watched the clip. It was hilarious. It's just like Stitch the Great Escape, honestly. But I'm just saying, I'm still not excited for Lilo and Stitch. But I gotta say right now, but this is gonna be a lot better looking remake than How to Train Your Dragon remake. Yes, good. Anyway, guys, it looks cute. It has the same voice. It looks exactly like just like in the movie. But at the same time, I'm not downing for it. It looks terrible, like always. Like every Disney live action design has some terrible CGI, and they need to get some stuff together. I want to hear some news of Cruella 2, not Lilo and Stitch. The only thing I'm going to watch for Lilo and Stitch, which is another Lilo and Stitch, the series that have crossover with Kim Possible. That would be a much better than Lilo and Stitch remake. So we got a bunch of first look of the new Disney animated film called Zootopia 2. Yep, it's good enough that we got Moana 2. Well, Moana 2 is supposed to be like the television show, but they turn it into a movie for no reason, honestly. But Zootopia 2 is my second most anticipated movie from next year, behind with Thunderbolt, because this film it would be a follow-up to the first film, and the animation so far that we got for first look for a clip that L at the D23. Honestly, they show it at D23. They show the first look. They show the whole clip of the movie. And honestly, I gotta say, but the clip is very funny. It's very amazing, especially to have the one character go. Man, honestly, God, that was really funny. And honestly, I cannot wait to see Jordy Hop to come back for next adventures with Nick. No, people, I'm not talking about me. I wish I could be in the movie, but honestly, I don't have a track record, to be honest. But anyway, guys, that was my thought on the first look of Zootopia 2. Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it on the holiday season next year. And this is gonna be another Disney animated film since Moana 2. Since the upcoming Moana 2 and since Disney Wish. And we got a first look of the Fantastic Four suit for Fantastic Four First Step. Pretty awesome suit. It looked exactly like just like in the comment. And we got a first look for Red Hawk for Captain America Brave New World. And I gotta say, this has to be one of the best looking for Hawk I ever seen. And honestly, for 82 years old man, honestly, he looked really good in his age. I didn't respect that. That Harrison Ford is decided he's going to be Thunderbolt and Red Hawk. Red Hawk, he looks absolutely amazing. He looks absolutely insane. And let's hope this film be rated R, because I want to see Red Hawk do some brutal violence. And we got a first look of the new chick right here, where she was in Hawkeye and Black Widow, which I gotta say about her wig is really beautiful. It's chef kiss. And also, guys, we still haven't got a first look for Daredevil Born Again, which I might talk about it in my second part 2 of the video, but this one's the part 1 because we're in day 2, for crying out loud. Anyway, guys, so yeah, this her new look. She looked exactly right, just like her sister, and she is doing this for her sister. Let's hope Thunderbolt will be rated R, because I really want to see Yadis would do some brutal violence, or else that would be attractive. And then we're gonna talk about the last thing at D23. we are going to talk about the huge news to one of my second most anticipated movie of all time, behind what Beyond the Spider-Verse is. Of course, I am talking about, which is none other than Frozen 3. Cannot wait to see Frozen 3, man. And I gotta say right now, Frozen franchise is like the Lord of the Ring of Disney. Why? It's because they follow the source material. They follow the story. They follow the characters. It's not all about Gandalf and all the Lord of the Ring characters. They have the original character and trying to be like the Lord of the Ring. Which people, this is not Hawkeye. No. This is not Loki. This is not Loki. This is definitely not Loki. So people, don't focus on that. Anyway, the villain that we got so far, it looks pretty menacing. It looks exactly just like the real villain that we got back in 5 years ago. But anyway, this film is coming out in 2027, which I'm very disappointed. But at the same time, I am so glad they release it in 2027, which I know it's going to be a long wait, but I gotta be honest here. If this film be released in 2026, this film is going to be, this film is going to be snow about the Oscars, and they're going to give Toy Story 5 a reward treatment. Screw that. And thank God they decided to delay this film until 2027. So cannot wait to see my girl Elsa to return her next adventures. And let's hope this film will not retcon every single stuff that what happened to Frozen 3. Let's hope this film will not be like Toy Story 5. It's bad enough that we got Toy Story 5 as a retcon everything, retcon the ending of Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4. And Toy Story 3 and 4, I must have said. But let's hope Frozen 3 will not be like the first film. Or else it's going to be a rehashing, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I heard Frozen 3 is going to end like a cliffhanger, which I do like movie and like a cliffhanger, like Fast and the Furious 10, and of course one of the best film ever made is of course Across the Spider-Verse. Let's hope Frozen 3 will be my new favorite film of all time. So let's hope so. Anyway, guys, I do like this new look. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love this concept art of it. Like honestly, guys. And then we got Elsa riding her water horse. Honestly, I don't even know her name is Norv, but I'm just gonna call her a water horse. So stay tuned for my video of why I love Frozen 2 so much. So I might talk about it for the 5th anniversary of Frozen 2. Can you not believe it's been 5 years since Frozen 2 come out? One of the best years from 2019, even better than The Avengers Endgame and Joker and Knife Out and How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden War. Pretty shocking, honestly. Even shocking, just like that one SpongeBob birthday episodes that turned 5 years old. One of the best things that came out for modern SpongeBob. So anyway, cannot wait to see Frozen 3. It's my most anticipated movie of 2027. Cannot wait to see it. And I cannot wait to see what is going on with Anna's powers. And I cannot wait to see more adventures of my girl, my chick, Elsa. Anyway, guys, that was my thought of this year D23. So tell me about your opinion on this year D23. Think it's good? Think it's bad? Think it's mediocre? Think it's best? Think it's worse? Comment below and let me know. And I'm very sorry I waged on number fun for Lion King and Toy Story 5, which more I hear about Toy Story 5 and more it just sounds awful. It sounds like a knockoff version of the mature version of the machine, I was just saying. Anyway, guys, and yes, I prefer the mature version of the machine as a way better 2021 animated movie more than Encanto and Raya and the Last Dragon. Anyway, guys, so tell me what's your favorite and your least favorite project from D23. And tell me what's your favorite and least favorite out of this trailer of D23. So in my part 2, I might talk about some project of X-Men 97, Season 2, What If Season 3, Eyes of Wakanda, which is the animated shows about Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which will be exciting to watch. And we're going to get a first look of this Marvel zombie tonight. Cannot wait to see. That would be amazing. Anyway, and I cannot wait to see more detail of Daredevil and the Ironheart, to be honest. And Ella, which is the new Pixar film, is coming out next show. So yeah. Anyway, this is Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Cam, Possible Fan 2001, signing out. What's the sitch, Wade?